Alrighty guys, blue water season is upon us, and I just want to run you through a few of the spares that I'll be carrying in my arsenal coming into this blue water season, chasing those big pelagics and dogtooth tuna. So if you've purchased yourself a nice blue water gun, you don't just want to stop there, because what's going to happen is you're going to be targeting fish that are absolutely massive. Well, I hope they're massive. They're going to be bigger fish than you're probably used to targeting. And you're also going to be targeting where there might be a lot of sharks. So the things you have to prepare for is the fact that you may lose a shaft, you may stretch the cable and have to change that out. And they're the main things that you sort of got to worry about. So when you're purchasing a blue water gun, you want to make sure that you've got yourself some spare cable. So we use 1.6mm stainless cable as our shooting line. Now, if you shoot a dogtooth or a marlin or something like that and it takes your floats down, 9 times out of 10, it's going to stretch that cable and you're going to end up with like a pigtail effect. And what that's going to do is it's going to make your shooting line really curly. It's going to create drag and it's going to create problems as it's coming out of the muzzle and potential muzzle wrap. So you want to be onto that and changing your cable regularly, especially if on a blue water trip out the Coral Sea or something like that. They do come in smaller spools, just a little bit bigger than this, or you can buy the big spool and put about 50 meters on here, and that will get you out of trouble for about a 5 to 7 day trip. The other thing that I'm going to be carrying is obviously crimps for that cable. You want to make sure that you've got enough crimps to last you out there. Some people like to double crimp. I prefer just a nice strong single crimp. It keeps it nice and simple and doesn't create extra pieces that can get caught on your bridles as it comes out of the muzzle. The other thing you want to carry is spare shafts. So the Vendetta comes rigged with a stainless steel 8.5mm threaded shaft with a slip tip. So I'll normally carry 2 spare of them. The reason being, marlin, dogtooth tuna, yellowfin tuna, big wahoo, if they're shot on a really funny angle, like 90 degrees or more, there is every chance that that spear is going to bend, especially, you know, targeting big blue water fish that are well in excess of 50 to 100 kilos. The other thing I'll carry as well, if I'm specifically targeting dogtooth tuna, is a double flopper shaft. The reason being is I find that the double flopper shafts tend to pull the doggies up a bit quicker. When they've got a steel shaft that's wedged in their body, they don't have the freedom of movement they've got with a slip tip cable. So that's why I run a double flopper shaft in my setup as well. The other thing you want to carry is spare cables for your slip tip. So you can just get spare cables for your slip tip and then change them out. Otherwise, I normally carry 2 spare slip tips. That way I can just swap them over as quickly as possible, especially if the fish are on. You just change that out. It takes you a matter of seconds, and then at the end of the day, when I'm on the boat, maybe having a beer, I'll change out the cable on the old slip tip and get that all new, ready for the next day. The other thing you may want to carry is some spare rubbers. There is every chance running cable shooting line that you can get little nicks in your rubber, so you want to be carrying spare rubbers just in case something happens out there and you're not left without your blue water gun. And the last thing that you're definitely going to need is a load assist. So what this does is it makes loading your blue water gun very easy. It takes out all that reach. As you can see, like I'm pretty tall on 1.8, and that's still a pretty decent reach for myself on this 1.35 blue water gun. So you definitely want to be using a load assist, and it'll make your life much easier. The last thing that I want to talk about is just some simple elastic. That's what we use to secure the cable to the line release. It's just simple cable you can get from any sort of chandlery shop, or BCF, I'm pretty sure, carry stuff like that. And that's just a simple way of connecting your cable shooting line to your line release. And obviously your float line will connect to that loop in the cable. So that's about it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and good luck this blue water season.